What's up, nail geeks? Today I have two trios exclusive to Hella Handmade Creations. The makers for these exclusive Halloween themed polishes are Heather's Hues and Quixotic polish. These are inspired by Goosebumps, and if you're a 90s baby like me, you are more than likely a fan. I remember reading these books growing up. They were both horrifying and just super awesome. So first up, let's get started with the Heather's Hues trio. Here we have Dead House. This is described as a black base with purple and red micro glitters, hollow and purple micro flakes, and hollow and purple, blue, and red multichrome flakes. This one is super buttery on application. I would describe the formula having a medium to light feel, more so leaning on that medium side. Here you're seeing on that first coat, it starts off just a touch sheer, but just from a few of those really super satisfying brush strokes, I have pretty amazing opacity at this point. So for being almost jelly feeling to me, at least on the just how it applies, it definitely has some pretty fantastic opacity. On this second coat here, I didn't see any of my smile line peeking out, and the flakes and the glitters, all of those beautiful pigments just laid down perfectly flat for me. Next, we have Horrorland. This is described as a trithermal base shifting from a blue-gray when cold to a dusty pink when warm and lilac in between. It's filled with linear hollow flakes, magenta and purple hollow micro glitters, and multichrome flakes in blue, aqua, violet, and violet pink to gold. So same thing with this one. This one has a super buttery formula. I would describe the feeling of it during application having a light to medium feel. It does build very easily. I went up to 3 coats for full opacity on my nails. I do realize that I have quite a bit of free edge here. Those with shorter nails will probably be able to get away with 2 medium coats. I will say that the thermal transition properties on this one it's very reactive. When I was swatching these the other night, I feel like I was running pretty cold, but not super cold. Here you're kind of seeing that medium, like that mid transition. So it's that dusky lilac, but on my free edge here, you're seeing that the super cold state. It's basically a dark lilac when cold. I think if you're if you're like me at least, and you're having that in between type of, it's not warm, but it's not cold. I know we're getting weird weather here in the South. You're going to see that type of color. I had no texture after top coat. All of the hollow and the flakes picked up very easily for me. And here I'm just going in with super ultra science technique and using a hair dryer to get it warm. When it's hot to me, it comes out this really pretty, nice, warm, hot pink. Next, we have They're Coming For You. This is described as a fiery multichrome base that shifts between deep reds, orange, and gold, and is sprinkled with gold and copper hollow dust, iridescent color shifting flakes in orange, pink, and gold, and multichrome flakes in gold, bronze, and silver. On that bottle shot there, I think it's showing you guys just how intense this color is. This has another ultra buttery feel during application, and that base is an interesting red. The multichrome pigment just kind of lights it up. On that second coat here, I'm getting full opacity. I didn't see my smile line. Super, super easy during application. The flakes laid down flat for me. Everything behaved, and I was beyond blown away by this one. I think if you're a multichrome lover, you definitely want to pick this up. In person, it's coming off to me as a almost brick red, but on tilt you can get this wonderful bright gold leaning out on it. So I think you're going to see easy transitions between a burgundy, a gold, and a scarlet red. It's like a burning ember phoenix-like color. Next, we have the Quixotic trio. This is Abominable. described as a black base Crelly lit up by soft red shimmers and accented with lime to gold to pink shifting iridescent flakies and hollow sparks. This one also has a buttery formula. Just bravo to Heather and Mary overall. I really enjoyed working with these. The formula on all 6 were just super smooth, very glossy and easy to work with. Abominable is really interesting to me. The shimmer, for being such a dark polish, is very strong in person. On my macro shots on my blog post, I tried to capture that. I think it's coming off a little subtle on my photos, but just take my word for it. In person, the shimmer is very strong. It mostly comes off this fuchsia pink shade, and on tilt you'll see it just shift to this nice rich gold. The flakes lay down flat for me. I didn't have any issues picking them up out of the bottle. I feel like most people are going to need 2 to 3 coats with this one. I didn't have any texture after top coat, and my nails were smooth to the touch. Here we have Camp Cold Lake. This is described as a soft periwinkle base, glowing with green magnetic shimmer and light hollow sparkles. Now, just as a note on this one, Mary did put on the description that the magnetic effect may appear a little more subtle than your, everyday magnetics that we're seeing lately. I both agree and disagree, and you'll see it here in a second why. So on the first coat, it does start off a touch sheer. On the second coat, it built up very nice for me. When I wear magnetic polishes, I like to start off that first coat really thin, just to kind of build a foundation for that second coat to come in and really stick to the nail. So this second coat here, I'm going in kind of heavy-handed. I do like to make sure that I have plenty of magnetic pigment to work with when I use a magnet. I am using the arc magnet from Lantern and Wren for my swatch photos and this video. So when I held the magnet there, I counted to roughly 40-45 seconds for each nail. So the subtle effect from the magnet, I think it's coming from the fact that these magnetic particles, at least to me, are a little bit larger than what I usually work with on magnetic polishes that I've swatched. It does take just a little bit longer for them to move, so I really recommend holding your magnet there for at least 30 seconds. I don't see you needing to go longer than 45. But if you don't see them moving in the first place, just be patient. They're going to move, and it's totally worth it in the overall finish. That pigment mostly comes off this bright, brilliant aqua, and until you see it just light up in all types of colors. I saw a light purple, a light lilac. It's very shifty. Definitely one you want to see in person. And here we have Piano Lessons. This is described as a fiery red base set ablaze with hollow micro flakes, blue, purple, green, UCC chameleon flakes. So this one is a super squishy jelly to me. I see most people needing to go to 2 to 3 coats with it. I had no issues picking up those flakes. In fact, I think that they really complemented that color. Personally, I think my video is leaning a touch warm on the color accuracy here. To me, it's a bright cherry red. It's a warm tone type of red that does have a little more of a warm feel to it. Here I was messing around with the lights, and I turned off a few of my lights just to kind of hopefully get it a little more color accurate. I was worried it was going to come off way too warm. So on the top coat shot, I want to say that this is color accurate, at least to my monitor. This is ultra sparkly, lots of hollow going on. I had no texture after top coat. This is very squishy, very jelly, and easy peasy formula, just like the rest of the polishes in these two trios. So both trios are currently up for pre-order right now, and the sale is ending on November 13th at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, they are scheduled on a pre-order, so keep in mind that shipping won't start until 2 to 3 weeks after the sale ends. Be sure to check out my blog post if you want to see additional written review as well as swatch photos. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.